Welcome to Spark the Change India and the SparkCafe, where we're having global conversations about change. Good morning, everybody. Well, good morning for me. So I'm going to say good morning because I'm kicking off. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to SparkCafe. We're here today on behalf of Spark the Change India, and we have a surprise guest today, which is awesome. And we're crossing time zones again, although it's only 2 this time. So my name is Elizabeth Kloof, and I own MCV Communications here in Ontario, Canada, just outside of Toronto. And 2 guests today. Well, not a guest. I have a co-host and a guest. So I will introduce the guest first because that's the polite thing to do. And joining us today is Nilesh Kulkarni from Pune, India. You can wave, say hi.
Hello.
And then my co-host is Sarika Karbanda, who is the chair of Spark the Change India. Good morning, afternoon, evening.
Good evening and soon good night. Hello, Elizabeth. Hello, Nilesh. Welcome.
So I got to put my spectacles on. Spectacles, testicles, wallet, socks. Here we go. All right. So I'm gonna kick off just so that we have a little bit of what's the word I'm looking, reference point for why we're doing this today. And so Sarika Kabanda is an entrepreneur and lean change facilitator, coach, and trainer with over 20 plus years of experience working across the globe. And I'm going to jump right into her global experience because I always have to take a breath before. And I do it every time because I'm so impressed and slightly jealous. So her global experience in helping organizations transform and increase business agility has spanned Poland, the Czech Republic, the Nordic countries, the UK, India, Singapore, and the US, and soon to be Canada. And she attended Spark the Change Toronto this year. Well, we're almost into next year.
This year, yeah.
This year. And was so inspired that she's now bringing Spark the Change to Pune, which is very exciting. So jump on in.
Thank you, Elizabeth, for a lovely introduction as always. And thank you for introducing yourself too this time.
Yes, I always forget. Nilesh doesn't get that, but I always forget.
So I think it's just lovely to have, people come to SparkCafe and talk to us. And it's really important for us to share what Spark the Change really is. And of course, we'll hear from Nilesh what his inspiration to come to Spark India is. And we'll get into that in a bit. But Spark the Change is really a global brand. And we get this all the way from London, going across to Amsterdam, Paris, Melbourne, Toronto, Montreal, and of course, for me to be able to get this to India, I've had Jason Little to give all the credit to and Elizabeth, because I met them in this journey for me to be able to bring this to India. And given that I saw the value of how change could be co-created, co-designed, together and build this awesome global community and be a part of it. So I said, hey, you know why? There's no reason why we shouldn't get this to India. There's no reason why we should do something different and see how we can spark the change together. And it happens to be in Pune this coming year on February 24th and 25. So welcome, Nilesh. And we will allow Nilesh to introduce himself first before we say why he's here and everything else, right? So let's
tell us
your
about
introduction. Tell us about yourself.
Yeah, thank you, Sarika, and thank you, Elizabeth. So I think it's a great opportunity to start the dialogues. I think this. I think when I heard about this concept, the Spark the Change, of course, but even the Spark Cafe, I think that's an amazing concept. So thank you for both the initiatives, I would say. Hello all, my name is Nilesh Kulkarni, and I'm an enterprise agile coach and change agent working with Agile Systems, which is a subsidiary of Infosys. And prior to that, I have been working with a couple of companies in product development area. So I have been involved in the transformation journeys, which are primarily cannot be done without change and change in a lot of areas. So I think that's a connection that I could see with the conference and my interests and my journey so far. So.
Oh, lovely. So
Very
you could
cool.
see the end-to-end transformation bit, and that's what you spoke about in terms of business agility, and that's what you're driving, right?
Yes, yes.
Fantastic. Love that. Okay. Anything else you want to share about yourself? We're all ears, yeah. We're at the cafe, so yeah, keep going.
Yeah. So I think so. Other than my work profile, I would like to talk about a couple of things. So one is I'm very passionate about being active in the social network with respect to agile. So almost anything related to agile that I see around in the city, in the country, and virtually everywhere. I think. That is something that inspires me other than the work, because I think just going with this purpose, so going with this
Right.
autonomy and purpose, I think those are the things that I could relate to, and this is what I do here. I'm very active in a lot of agile communities, so that's another thing that I'm passionate about.
So where are you currently leading transformation?
Our transformations are inside a product company only, so the company that I work for. But I think whenever I get an opportunity to work with different people, uh, listening to their stories, what I could learn from them and what I can share with them, I think this is what I think adds a lot of value.
And you're
So
currently with Edge Verve.
yes, yes.
So tell us a little bit about what's happening at Edge Verve.
Yeah, so we are into our agile transformation journey, not just at the development level, but as you said, it's a business agility transformation. So how
Right.
we see end to end, and how the business is actually performing from concepts to cash flow, and what all pieces we have which are interacting, and how we see the whole picture. And that is where I think me and my group is focused on. I
Right.
think that's very important piece. So
I really like what I heard here because, I mean, otherwise we almost always hear, and I'm sure Nilesh and Elizabeth, you'll both agree, it's always about IT being agile. I mean, when you hear business agility, it's really fantastic. It's music sometimes to the ears, but I think now I've been hearing that quite a bit, and a lot of people, a lot of companies, the way they're transforming, it's really lovely. And yeah, for you to be a part of that transformation, I think it's an amazing journey of change to be in, because you're sparking change pretty much at every level, every conversation. I would say, you know, to go from
yes,
one point A to the point B. There, yeah.
Very true.
absolutely, yeah.
And so your background, when we went and stalked you on LinkedIn, so we well, you have to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, of course, it's really important to set the context that we are meeting Nilesh today for the first time. I mean,
Yes.
we've never spoken before, so yeah. I mean, we were looking through your profile, right? We've just invited you, and yeah, let's talk. So
The stalking is real, and then we'll explain why we're chatting. But you've got a really interesting work history going back. You were a senior manager PMO in Allscripts, which turns out you and Sadika have a connection through there, which is amazing. But your background is very, it appears to be anyway, IT based. So it's cool that you've transitioned out of that and are looking at the organization as a whole versus focusing on just, that agile IT thing that we tend to get trapped in, I think. And you're an engineer.
Yeah. So I think that is true. The most of my career has been in IT and software development and so far. But I think one thing that has really given me an advantage is I completed my engineering in mechanical production engineering kind of it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my background, and I have also worked for a year or so in the quality and process area for a manufacturing industry. So I think life has come to a full circle when we started with lean and Toyota and all that, and then in
right,
waterfall, and then agile, and then coming back again. So
Very
so I
cool.
think that's a
nice,
very interesting journey that I have seen. Also, I think in the initial phases of my career, I had a chance to work on this services and production support kind of work. So I have lived pretty much all areas of an IT industry that connect the dots from a value perspective.
But now you're turning it on its head.
Yeah.
Being the rebel.
So, yeah.
Rebel
so
in
I think. Yeah. Sure.
So how did you end up connected? So now here's the juicy bit, is that Nilesh is the first ticket winner for Spark the Change India, which is yay! Woohoo! So Sarika, do you have a little bit about that story, how that came to be?
Right. So I'm just going to set the context. I think it'll be good for Nilesh to share the story. So the context here is C.O and myself, we connected and we said, okay, we're going to have a ticket which would be free to be won by a contestant. And that contestant happens to be Nilesh. And we would like to understand and would love for the viewers also to listen in and figure out, how did you get into this contest? What was your journey like? And why did you get into this contest? What's attracted you to winning a Spark the Change India ticket?
Yeah. So, I think it's an interesting journey as well. I would say that when you hope for something, when you really want something, then the entire universe tries to help you out. So I think that's what has happened,
Awesome.
I think. So, a couple of things were going on. So, one is the Spark the Change conference itself that I came to know from a couple of my networks. Sunil Mundra posted something. I saw a post from Jason, and I noticed it. And hey, this looks interesting, because most of the other agile conferences are still focused on these frameworks and processes and culture and so on. And I saw something unique about this one. So I think that was already creating an interest somewhere. The other part of my thread in the life is the management 3.0 and related communities. So that journey has been there for 3 to 4 years now. So when Jürgen came here, I think in one of the Agile conference, and he presented something, and that's where my journey started. We also had some collaboration when he was writing this book called Management Workout, and that's the book. And it was a very interesting contribution. As I mentioned, I like to contribute on this all these voluntary efforts, and I learned a lot while going through that process. And that, I think, since then I have been actively involved in
that
with the Happy Melly community.
Happy Melly, Management 3.0, and so on.
Yeah.
And just recently, an email showed up saying Management 3.0 team is sponsoring a ticket, and just participate in that challenge. And I just clicked in. I need to get this, and
I kind of feel like Willy Wonka.
Yeah, so I really wanted it. And yes, see, first of all, it's an amazing idea. Second, you're getting it to India, that too in my hometown. So it cannot get better than this. So
total win-win. I can see that.
Nice. Yeah. I'm getting a little teary.
Oh my God, that's emotional.
I'm a little misty. I'm trying to find which moving motivator got you going. So keep going.
So, yeah. So I think all these things kind of came together, and I think that's where I think I really see that it's a dream come true. And I'm looking forward to an amazing speakers, list of topics and workshops and whatnot. I think it's going to be a great conference.
Oh, that's and Sarika has just put her heart and soul, I have to say, and she doesn't say this enough about herself, but she has put her heart and soul and sweat and happiness into making this event happen. And the level of dedication that she's shown, and it requires, so having been on the back end of the team, I'm just going to give a little insider peek here, but having been an organizer for 3 Sparks now, and now part of a 4th, it's a lot of work. And getting those quality speakers to ensure that the attendees have the best possible time and learn the most and get the most value out of it, it is definitely a labor of love, if I will. And Sarika has definitely embraced that role and is firmly committed to providing the best event possible, and is scouring the world to make sure that she brings in the best possible speakers, to bring unique ideas, to bring ideas that will challenge people to think differently. Ooh, that's our timer going off. And what I love is that she ends each Spark Cafe asking our speakers, what's a lesson that somebody's going to leave with? It's not going to be one of those conferences where you just come in and kind of fall asleep a little bit and, it's all stuff you already know. I guarantee you will be surprised. I guarantee you will walk away with stuff that you've never thought of before. And I guarantee you will have at least one tool, if not more, to inspire change within your organization, because that's what Spark is all about. And Sarika has embraced that completely and is doing an incredible job of making sure that it's going to be exactly what it should be. So I'm so excited to hear you say that, Nilesh, because it just validates all the hard work that she's put in so far and the team and the speakers that she's brought together. So that's terrific.
Yeah, absolutely. I think
stunned into
as
silence.
it is coming closer, I think as the days are going by, I think it is creating more and more excitement, and can't wait for that day.
Yay!
Totally. And it's exactly what Elizabeth said, right? It does take your full heart and soul to, make that happen. And we, of course, want it to be different. We want it to be different the way I felt and that feeling that I had after I attended Spark Toronto. And I was like, I want everybody to have that very same feeling. The value that I see, the love that I see, the connects that I made, even virtually. Imagine I attended Spark Toronto over a robot sitting in Pune. If I could do that over a robot, then imagine how in-person is going to change life totally. Of course, we have robotic speakers, right? We've got Jason Little, our first awesome keynote robotic speaker too. So it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be really awesome takeaways. All speakers are really putting in a lot of effort to make those activities, to make those takeaways happen. It's not a simple thing to do. So, yep, I'm just hoping it's a lovely experience for everyone, and there's high value that's taken back. And my team, which includes Elizabeth, has been doing a wonderful job. So
thank you.
I can only take credit as much as their work, allows me to. So I think they're doing a fantastic job. All of us, we just want it to happen the best way.
We should just break into the Indian version of Kumbaya. No, we should do that. Thank you so much for joining us, Nilesh. It's you have absolutely, honestly, have made me a little teary with how passionate you are about attending this, and I think that's amazing. That's from somebody I don't think you've ever attended a Spark-like event before, right?
No, that's right.
So that's amazing. That's absolutely, and I so appreciate you being willing to come on and share your story and your enthusiasm. And now there's a little bit of pressure to deliver, but that's okay. So everybody, go ahead. Sorry.
I was just going to say, and a heartiest congratulations to you, Nilesh. We can't close this one without saying that. A heartiest congratulations from the Spark the Change India team, Global India team. Mm-hmm. It's amazing you won this ticket. So you're more than welcome, and we are really looking at sparking awesome change with you at the conference.
Yeah, absolutely. Can't wait. So just dying to get to that
to the good stuff.
So, let's see.
So I'm going to do our little wrap up. If you're inspired by what you've heard from Nilesh, which, I mean, if you're not, are you dead? Like, come on now. I mean, this has just been an incredible talk and opportunity to get more inspired. So you can visit sparkthechangeindia.com. And starting December 23rd, so if it's past December 23rd, you're not too late if you're listening to this, because it's going until January 3rd. We're offering a combo deal, because I think it's 6 of our speakers so far have committed to offering an additional workshop. And for that time period, so the 23rd to the 3rd, if you purchase the combo deal for one of the speakers, you actually, I'm not even going to tell you what the discount is because you have to go to the website to find out. So go and check it out, but you can save some money to come on out and take advantage of the speakers offering individual workshops as well as engaging at Spark the Change India. And there's going to be registration benefits. I don't want to use the word discounts because that's not right, but there's going to be some bonuses offered. So you have to keep checking back on the website and see what's available. And you can also check us out on Twitter at Spark the Change In, and the specials and speaker announcements, because we've got, I think, 3 speaker announcements coming out soon. Will all be coming out from there. But we're going to wrap up on that lovely note. So thank you, everybody, very much for joining us. Thank you again, Nilesh, for joining us and sharing your enthusiasm. Makes me wish I could be there. I unfortunately, it's looking as though I cannot because I have a conflict. But I'm going to try and attend virtually. So we'll see how that, yay! So I can have Sarika's experience from Toronto. And with that, we're going to say, have a fantastic day. Hope you can spark some change in your organization. And check back in for the next great conversation on the Spark Cafe. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you for joining us today in the Spark Cafe. To learn more about Spark the Change India or any of the great speakers that you've been learning about, please visit sparkthechangeindia.com or check us out on Twitter at SparkChangeIN.